What is going on, everyone? This is Alex Prime, and today we're taking a look at The Outer Worlds on PC through the Xbox Game Pass beta app. We're playing on a Ryzen 7 1800X, and this is with the AMD RX 580, and we'll be seeing if we can get 60 frames per second and how high can we go on the settings. So this is the very beginning of the game. I skipped, well, not this very beginning, but this is when you land on the planet. There are some stuff you need to do before, but I don't want to spoil any of that stuff, so I skipped past that. So let's just go into the settings here. So we're at 1080p. We're gonna remove this. This is how I play. I have it locked at 60, but we're gonna put that to unlimited to see how high it can go. And let's just start all the way up at ultra. Why not, right? Alright, ultra settings. Keep that. So, resume. So, if you want to play at ultra settings, the best of everything that this game can offer at 1080p with the RX 580, you'll be looking at kind of high 30s to at the highest of 50. It doesn't really seem to go higher than that. But this kind of range, kind of want to leave it locked at 30, I think, because the frame rate fluctuates all over the place. Again, like high 30s down to low 50s, so it's kind of a big gap. So you might want to lock this at 30 if you're planning on playing in ultra mode at 1080p. And this is without any enemies or anything on screen, but the game is very, very good looking. But let's go here. Let's take this guy's stuff. He's got no legs, so I don't think he needs that stim pack anymore. So, ultra settings, this is kind of what you're going to be expecting. It will go down more as you see more enemies on screen. So again, lock it at 30. That's probably your best bet. So, I think he saw us. Let's get out of here. Escape into the night. And we get into this kind of smaller, closed-off area. The frame rate does go up a bit, but ideally you'd probably want to lock it because it does go all over the place. So why don't we knock that down a peg instead of ultra? Let's go very high. How about that? And resume. So immediately we're better off. We're at 60, 63, a little bit better. So we can jump down here. Press F to use your health. Or if you use a controller, I'm not sure what button it is on the controller. So here's the very first person we meet. So you can kind of decide what you want to do with this guy. I'm going to help him out here. And you can kind of figure out where you are, because we really have no idea what's going on. So pick your own. I'm not gonna spoil this stuff for you. I'm just gonna pick random things. Persuade, sure. So basically, he gives us his gun because he's stuck here. Let's just go forward. All right, bye, bye, buddy. Okay. So again, even at very high, it does jump down to the low 50s at points. The frame rate in this game is like pretty inconsistent. So this is like your slowdown mode. You press Q and it allows you to zoom. Well, not really zoom, but you slow down time, making it easier to hit guys. And if you hit specific areas, you can damage them. Like later on, you can upgrade it so when you're in slowdown mode and you zoom in and you hit their head, you'll actually like blind them. Or if you shoot their leg, then you'll cripple them for a couple seconds. Pretty cool. And don't forget to loot everything, because everything's important. So these things help you lockpick. You can see here we can open this thing now because we have enough. And we got a new weapon that we can equip. Let's put that there. And the melee weapons are actually really good in this game. So don't think that you have to always use a gun, because melee weapons can prove to be very useful. Let's just go ahead and sneak up on this guy. Oh, you don't see us. because of this tiny bush. That's what I thought! Hey, give me your stuff. Come here, you. Ah, he's got a sword. Okay, so we knocked him out. We got some cool stuff. Always loot these dudes because you'll get ammo and weapons, sometimes armor, useful things. So yeah, this we're getting around high 50s, 60, sometimes down. See, like right there, it just jumped down to 40 for no apparent reason. Now that might be because I have this OBS running in the background to record. That could be possibly doing that. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what you want, lady, but sure. Go fight these people. Alright, she's gonna go fight some marauders, so while she's doing that, I'll only kick it down to high instead of very high. Keep. Resume. So, like, you see, even though we put it down to high, it really doesn't change that much. Let's go help him out here. Okay. But we can get into 60s, and really the game still looks good. The visual style they chose for this game, it doesn't hurt you too bad to put down the settings, which is nice. Let's just go inside here. So inside the ship, your frame rate goes up quite a bit because they don't have to deal with the open world in this part, so that's pretty good. This is Ada. It's the AI for your ship, so we'll get to know her over the game. Specing random stuff here. Sure, let's go. So basically we gotta get our ship up in the air. So that's the first mission. Alright, so we leveled up. So you get 2 things to level up, is your skills and your perks. Skills are your like just basic upgrades. So I like to put mine into dialogue. So you see here all 3 are moving up at once. That's because there's this overlay for the dialogue in general. So you can fill all 3 up at the same time up to 50. Once it hits 50, then you have to do each one individually. So keep that in mind. Let's go use this. And then you have your perks. So these are other things like extra health. Make your slowdown mode last longer, run faster, things like that. But let's do health for now. Okay, so let's go to the first main town that we encounter, called Edgewater. You guys can see the frame rate in the town. Is it my ship? Sure, why not? They're just gonna leave me alone now? Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. She'll think it's somebody else's ship, and maybe she'll just be gone when we get back. Who knows? Okay, so let's run to the first town. You can kind of go any direction you want. Like, there are some pretty tough bad guys down this way, but I am not equipped to fight them right now, so we'll just go to the town. So now let's move it down to medium settings. Resume. So now medium, even in the open world area, we're in the 80s. So if you want to make sure you're always above 60, then medium's where you want to be. And the game still looks good. So it's up to you if you want to keep your frame rate above 60 no matter what, or if you maybe want 75 frames per second, just something above 60, then medium's where you're going to need to be. See, we're getting 90. Sometimes it kicks up to 100, but generally you'll be around the high 70s, low 80s, something like that. I think there were some bad guys down here. But you can see, like, there is more pop-in. There'll be stuff that just appears randomly in front of you, where you won't really notice that on very high or especially ultra, but that's the price you pay, right? But if you're not concerned with stuff like that, then medium still looks very good, and you can actually bump the textures up to very high or even ultra, and it doesn't affect your frame rate too much. I'll show you here. Oh, wrong button. So we can leave everything at medium, just put the textures back up to ultra, for example. And we're still like in the 70s. Like, so that's pretty good. And that's out in the open world area. I think there's some guys over here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, let's loot this thing. Alright, let's go back up. So you can have your textures really high and just have the rest of the game at medium. There will be some pop-in, so I personally find that super annoying, so I don't play at medium. But if you don't mind it, then there you go. You can get some higher frame rate. And you can see here, even with ultra texture settings, the memory is about 4 gigs. So even if you have the 4GB RX 580, you should be fine. Or just turn it down to very high textures, then you don't have to worry at all. We'll just go walk around the town a little bit so you guys can see what it's like. So in here, the frame rate does take a bit of a hit, so let's just see. Or that might just be the beginning, because it's weird. This game is strange. When you load into an area, the frame rate takes a hit, and then it just sorts itself out a few seconds later. I don't know if it's like loading the entire area, and that just hurts you for a little while. But yeah, like you can see here, now we're back up in the 70s and 80s. So let's go. Actually, let's just fight this guy. Why not? Am I crazy? Oh no, I've done a criminal activity. Come here, you. So you can slow down time there. Thank you for your ammo. Alright, now if you really want, you can put the game to low. I guess. Let's just see what it looks like. Resume. And again, like, it still looks pretty good. So if you really want to make sure you have a high frame rate, or the highest possible with your RX 580, you can set it to low. But again, not how I personally would play, but that would be your choice. Let's go here, steal this necklace. Who was shooting me? Oh, there you are. What do you have to offer? Not much. Alright. So, let's just go into a smaller closed off area. We'll meet the first companion in the game. There are 6 of them. And you find them throughout the story mode. And you can keep 2 of them around with you at a time. Make sure to get these terminal boxes. Oh, I can't get it because we're in the middle of combat or something. But every time you see one of these things, make sure you interact with it. You get important things if you want to read through it, or it helps you with some side quest stuff too. Alright, I'm wondering if these guys are just going to outright attack us. I don't think so, since they're story mission stuff. Alright, good. Okay, so this is the boss of the town. You can either work for him, or you can screw him over. I'm not really going to show you how, but it's trying to get to Pavardi here, who is our first companion. I don't even know what answers I'm picking. I'm just pressing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, so we got a companion. So, press tab here. You can level up Pavardi as well. You can switch her items out. You can give her different armor. Let's give her one of these. And she has her own set of skills too. So same idea, you can increase her health. These ones on the side are specific to the companion. So like for example, if you have Pavardi on your team, since she's an engineer, you would get +10 to engineering if you upgrade this. And the other characters have different things. Like one gives you better hacking, better, I think one is better dexterity, something like that. So choose the one that you like the most. They all have their own specific missions too, and they're pretty fun. So that's cool. Let's just fight these guys. Get him, Pavardi! And she'll just beat the crap out of them. Pow, pow. Well, to be fair, you helped. then you just gotta, you can still get her on your team even though you just killed her boss for no reason. And there we go. So yeah, there you go. From ultra to low, you can get an idea of what kind of frame rate you'll be getting. This is what I use. Let's show you here. So I generally keep everything at very high. And let's see. Yeah, and then lock it at 60. And so turn the shadows down to high. Yeah, and that's generally okay. And that will keep it around 60 or at least very high 50s. So this is how I play. You can play however you like. You got a general idea of the performance you'll get with this card, but 60 is definitely doable. The game, again, I would suggest personally locking the frame rate to whatever you like, because it does vary a lot, and I find it kind of distracting. Oh, we got his business hat. So yeah, there you go. There's the Outer Worlds. Go try it out. It's on Xbox Game Pass for PC. $5 a month. You can play this game, and it is a very awesome game. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Go enjoy the game. Have a great day. Bye.